Newton and the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now ETN to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Newton to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Handoff running left is ETN. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. ETN up the middle. Oh, look at the juke. And he goes down at the 26. He'll pick up a 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Straight ahead, ETN. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. ETN once more. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Newton rolling to his right. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Rodgers going to throw. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Rodgers now on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On second down, a run with Hall. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They'll go again with Carter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On second down, a run with Carter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert, 26 yards. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And all of that was capped off by a Jeremy Ruckert touchdown catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They fake the give. Newton steps away. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Newton. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Cam's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. But, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Here's Newton. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's a give to Etienne. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 61 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Patterson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. The throw out to Ross. He's got it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Again, Newton. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On third down, here's Etienne. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's remind everyone what we've got coming up in tomorrow's action in the AFC.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. On first down, it's Newton.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A give to Etienne running right. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the 38, Newton. And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A handoff for Etienne.
Down to about the 22 here.
83 yards rushing for him now, as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
Back to throw, Newton. Open man is Higgins.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
A nice little... And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers completes it to Hardman. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Hall.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Back to the ground with Hall.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Josh Allen, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will close the gap down to 14.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, it looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Newton.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. To throw is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Straight ahead is Hall.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers again now. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 41, Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. On play action, Rodgers.
He finds Wilson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Look at the big man rumble. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Rodgers, got to have this one.
Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
And again, it's Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
just shy of midfield. Rodgers caught. It's Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. There he goes, left side. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Etienne up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.